Welcome to San Jose State's Applied Anthropology Master's Program. I'm Jan English Luick. In this video, you'll get to hear from faculty, but mostly you'll hear from graduate students who've completed the program who can talk about their experiences and outline the successes that they've achieved. Our graduate faculty include a stellar cast, including our chair, Roberto Gonzalez, Dr. A.J. Foss, from whom you'll be hearing shortly, Professor Melissa Beresford, and our historical archaeologists Marco Menichetti and Charlotte Sinceri, and Professor Elizabeth Weiss, a physical anthropologist. San Jose State has a rich history. It is the oldest institution of higher learning in California, and it exists in the heart of Silicon Valley, an area rich in cultural diversity and also in job and internship opportunities. In our program, we lay a solid foundation in anthropological theory and method and consider a wide variety of applications from heritage management to user experience. We have a strong commitment to the dissemination of anthropology to public issues. I'd like you to meet Dr. A.J. Foss, the graduate coordinator, who will be able to tell you a little bit more about the mechanics of our program.
My name is A.J. Foss. I'm Associate Professor in the Department of Anthropology at San Jose State University, and I'm also the Graduate Coordinator of the Master's Program in Applied Anthropology here at San Jose State University. I'm here to talk to you today very briefly about my role as Graduate Coordinator and what that means for students going through our graduate program and how I support you in that process. I very often will meet with students either in person or Zoom or Skype or over the phone like we're doing here today to let them know what to expect from our program and how it works. I will provide you an orientation once you have applied and been accepted, and I will work with you to guide you through our overall program and how it works and each milestone in your program, from beginning your first semester and orientation through developing a partnership or project, through developing a proposal for that partnership or project, for advancing to candidacy, for submitting your thesis or project report, and ultimately to graduate, and after which my role entails singing your praises and following your accomplishments as you go on with your career. I also help in the course of our graduate program to tailor things to students based on different student needs. Many students will go through our program full-time, taking courses, our evening graduate seminars, and complete in 2 years. Other students will go part-time, and some students may alternate. In some semesters be full-time and other semesters be part-time. In addition to me, of course, you can count on the advice and support of all the graduate faculty in our program, and frequently our colleagues in the department and in other departments. We're here to advise you. Everyone is. It's not just on one person. We're all here to give you feedback and suggestions and ideas for projects, and many of us have projects and partnerships and programs that we're working on that we'd love to bring students onto and help you craft a viable partnership and project and thesis and research. We also make sure that when you come into our program, we assign you a temporary advisor. That is one faculty member in our department for your first semesters that will be directly accountable to you until you at a certain point, craft your own proposal for your project or research, at which point you will put together a dedicated advisor and a committee of faculty members that will guide you throughout the process. The faculty members you would like to work with you on this committee, and that is based on their expertise. So if you were working on economic anthropology, you would want to work with the economic anthropologist. If you're working in archaeology, you might want to work with an archaeologist as your chair, another archaeologist on your committee. But ours is not a program that is going to silo you into one subdiscipline or another. In fact, we take a very integrated approach to supporting applied anthropology that really synthesizes all aspects of different anthropological subfields. But this committee, once you form it, will work closely with you and sometimes with your partners to plan, implement, your project or research, to craft your deliverables, and ultimately to write up your project report or thesis as part of your culminating experience, after which you will graduate and go on to a successful career practicing or applying anthropology. And so you're encouraged to work with us on programs that we have, though you may develop your own. For instance, I work in disasters and environmental anthropology and political economic problems, and I work in San Jose, around the Bay Area, in Ecuador and Mexico, and with friends and partners, indeed, all over the United States and all over the world. And I'm not particularly unique in the diversity of sites that I work in. All of our faculty work in a diversity of sites, and we'll support you on your way to completion of our degree and to a successful career beyond. I am here, as are all of my colleagues on the graduate faculty at San Jose State University, Department of Anthropology, to welcome you into our program and to support you as you work your way through it. Reach out to us anytime. We're here to support you.
And now I'd like you to meet some of our stellar alumni.
Hi, my name is Stella Doro, and I graduated from the Applied Anthropology program at San Jose State in 2009. My master's thesis, called Native Californian Prehistory and Climate in the San Francisco Bay Area, was a study on responses to a huge drought called the Medieval Climatic Anomaly. I compared results using archaeological and environmental evidence from that time period and compared it to the data from Southern California. I'm currently one of the owners of a woman-owned company, a cultural resource management firm called Albion Environmental. We have 2 offices, one in Santa Cruz and one in San Luis Obispo, and I'm very thankful that I went through the program because it helped me a lot to get to where I am today.
Hi, my name is John Schlauheck. I graduated from the Applied Anthropology MA program in 2011. I completed a final project involving the community of practice in obsidian hydration studies at San Jose State, and that involved original research in both obsidian hydration testing and radiocarbon dating at Santa Cruz 7, which is a coastal site in Santa Cruz County. I'm currently a senior archaeologist at DUDEC, working out of the Santa Cruz office, and I'm involved with managing both prehistoric and historical period archaeological projects.
My name is Alicia Hedges, and I graduated from San Jose State University's Applied Anthropology program in 2019. My graduate project, titled Recognition Through Remembrance, a consideration of Muwekma Ohlone oral histories with Cook Sioux-associated material culture to infer pre-colonial connections to place, was done in partnership with the Bay Area's Muwekma Ohlone tribe. This research examined place-based oral history information in pre-colonial archaeological sites to help understand aspects of cultural continuity, placemaking, land tenure, and multivocal histories. Today, I'm a lecturer here at SJSU, as well as De Anza Community College, and I also work in cultural resource management.
My name is Armando Ayala, and I am an alumnus of the SJSU Applied Anthropology Master's Program. My master's thesis was an ethnography on 3D printing users and their networks, whether they use 3D printers at home or at work. I now currently work as a senior UX researcher at Facebook on Facebook's social impact team, focusing on learning.
Hi, my name's Jasmine Lowe. For my master's project, I partnered with designers at an interactive science and technology center in downtown San Jose, California. As the research lead, my goal was to complement these designers' efforts to develop an inclusive learning experience. My job was to bring their current visitors' behaviors and perspectives into view. Now I'm doing part-time freelance research and business strategy projects. I'm conducting qualitative fieldwork to bring insights to autonomous vehicle engineers, and I'm helping a small business owner to make their strategy decisions more human-centered.
Hi, I'm Christy Keller, and I'm an alum of the master's program in Applied Anthropology at San Jose State University. In graduate school, I worked with peers on a multi-sided ethnographic project exploring the Occupy movement, where I focused specifically on Occupy Oakland. Simultaneously, I coordinated a separate research project to support a local refugee resettlement office also in Oakland. There, I conducted a needs assessment to identify some opportunities for improving service outcomes. Ultimately, I designed and implemented volunteer training tools that both streamlined service navigation for volunteers and their clients and helped volunteers provide more culturally responsive support to their clients. Since graduate school, I've worked in case management, homeless services, and housing education to promote, develop, design, and implement services. I'm currently the Director of Programs at Homeownership San Francisco, a collaborative of housing counseling agencies.
Hi, my name is Maribel Martinez. I'm a graduate from the Master's in Applied Anthropology program at San Jose State University. For my master's project, I did an ethnographic-based evaluation of a leadership program for Spanish-speaking moms in East San Jose, as well as a curriculum redesign and social network analysis of its participants. Today, I am the Policy Director for the Office of LGBTQ Affairs for the County of Santa Clara, and as of the last year, I've been on special assignment in the Emergency Operations Center as the Deputy Public Information Officer assigned to special projects, including language access and Latinx messaging in response to the COVID-19 pandemic.
We have an exciting department, and the students, alumni, faculty, and our community partners together form a dynamic anthropological community. We welcome you to explore our program and to reach out to us.